Yes, good morning, students. Today we shall study about various techniques of scientific management. Actually, technique means different ways of achieving scientific management. There are various techniques of scientific management. Let us study them one by one. First one is functional foremanship. Okay, it is one of the techniques of scientific management wherein entire organization is divided into various departments like purchase department, production department, sales department, as well as finance department, and such department will be headed by a single manager who is called as functional manager. This functional manager look after the activities under his department with his employees. It means under the purchase department, purchase manager will look after the purchasing activities of the organization. Similarly, in the production department, production manager will look after the activities which is related to production activities. Similarly, like a sales manager look after the sales activities and finance manager. With this, they have simplified work of entire organization into various departments. The next second important techniques of scientific management is standardization and simplification of work. Standardization is nothing but setting some standards for each and every activities in the business organization. Obviously, prior to perform any of the work, it is necessary to certain standards, and later attempt should be done in order to achieve that particular standard which is already predetermined. Let me explain with one example. Here we are having one student, or else you can take your own example. You people can set a standard that I should pass with a 95 percentage in a PUC second year. This is actually a particular standard. Then attempt should be made in order to pass with 95 percentage in second PUC. Actually standard is 95%. This is just a standard. Then later on activities should be done in order to achieve that particular standard. Similarly, in the organization, first it is necessary to set a standard, then thereafter activity should be devised in order to achieve that particular standard. This is the technique of standardization and simplification of work. Third one is method study. Actually, under the technique of method study, it involves finding out the best way of doing the job. Actually, in order to perform any of the work or job, there will be various methods. Out of such methods, best one should be selected. Let me explain with one example. In order to reach any of the places like Bangalore or Belgaum, usually there will be having 2 or 3 roads, what we can call as roads. In among that particular 3 roads also, we can reach one particular place. Here we have taken an example of Bangalore. Here we are having the 3 roads. In 3 roads or among 3 roads, which route should be selected, avoiding certain bad roads we need to select so that we can safely reach to a particular place. Similarly, in the business organization also, we are having the various methods. Among such method, best one should be selected in order to reduce the time, in order to reduce the cost, as well as in order to reduce the labor in the organization. Fourth one is motion study. The technique of motion study refers to the study of movements like lifting, putting objects, sitting and changing positions, etc. to perform a typical or difficult work. You might have observed in any of the manufacturing industries where the machines are set on a motion paths where they make a proper movements to produce a particular goods. It means in motion studies, machines are set with predetermined paths in order to produce the goods, so that to reduce the time involved in the production activities. Fifth one is time study. Under time study technique, standard time is set in order to perform any particular work. Let me explain with one example. On the basis of several observations, it is determined that standard time taken by worker to make one basket is 20 minutes. It means any of the worker can consume 20 minutes in order to produce one basket. So if he take 20 minutes to produce one basket, in 1 hour he can produce 3 baskets. This is the general standard. Assuming that if that particular worker is put to work for 8 hours of the work in a day, by reducing 1 hour for rest, in 7 hours he can produce 21 baskets at 3 baskets per hour. This is actually the time study. After studying this particular time study, the working time should be devised for the workers in order to reduce the wastage of time in the business organization. The next sixth one is fatigue study. Under this technique, rest pauses are given more importance because a person it is bound to feel tired physically and mentally if she or he does not take a rest while working. This means they are talking about the rest or intervals in the organization. If a particular worker is put to work in a particular day, obviously he may be tired and he may not possess any of the efficiency while working. Therefore, he should be given effective rest pauses in order to work again with the same capacity. Thank you.